Archetypes, blueprints of the psyche. Archetypes are another key element of Jung's theory. They are universal, recurring patterns of thought and behavior. Think of them as blueprints for human experience. These archetypes reside in the collective unconscious. They manifest in our myths, dreams, and stories. Examples of archetypes include the hero, the shadow, the wise old man, and the great mother. Each archetype carries specific qualities and characteristics. The shadow unveiling the hidden self. Among the archetypes, the shadow holds particular significance. It represents the darker aspects of our personality, the parts of ourselves that we repress or deny. The shadow is not inherently evil, but it can be destructive if left unacknowledged. Imagine a hidden room within your psyche. This room holds all the qualities you deem unacceptable or undesirable. These might include anger, selfishness, or greed. These traits are a part of you, even if you choose to hide them. The shadow doesn't simply disappear when we ignore it, it festers in the darkness, influencing our thoughts and actions in unconscious ways. Echoes of ancient wisdom. Jung's theories resonate with ancient wisdom traditions. He recognized a common thread running through diverse cultures and time periods. From Eastern philosophies to indigenous rituals, Jung saw a shared human experience reflected in these ancient practices. He was particularly drawn to Eastern philosophies like Buddhism and Taoism. These traditions emphasize the interconnectedness of all things, a concept mirrored in Jung's collective unconscious. The idea of a universal life force present in both Eastern and indigenous philosophies aligns with Jung's concept of the archetype. The hero's journey, a universal archetype. One of the most compelling examples of Jung's connection to ancient wisdom is his exploration of the hero's journey. This archetype, present in myths and stories across cultures, resonated deeply with Jung. He saw it as a blueprint for the process of individuation, the journey towards wholeness and self-discovery. Think of classic myths like the Odyssey or the Epic of Gilgamesh. These stories, despite their different origins, share a common narrative arc. A hero embarks on a quest, faces trials and tribulations, and ultimately returns transformed by the experience. Jung believed that this archetypal journey is not limited to mythical heroes. Jung's exploration of synchronicity further highlights his fascination with the intersection of the inner and outer worlds. He defined synchronicity as meaningful coincidences, events that appear to be connected but lack a causal relationship. Imagine encountering a symbol or a phrase repeatedly in different contexts. Perhaps you dream of a particular animal only to see it later that day in your waking life. These seemingly chance encounters, Jung argued, could hold deeper significance. Jung believed that synchronicity reveals an underlying interconnectedness between the conscious and unconscious mind and between the individual and the universe. Jung's interest in alchemy might seem unusual at first glance. After all, alchemy is often associated with the medieval pursuit of turning lead into gold. However, Jung saw beyond the literal interpretation of alchemy. He recognized it as a metaphor for the process of psychological transformation. Alchemists, in their quest to transmute base metals into gold, developed elaborate rituals and symbolic language. Jung saw these rituals and symbols as representations of the inner work required for personal growth. He believed that the alchemists, though often unaware, were actually engaged in a process of psychological transformation. Jung's theories, while focused on the psyche, offer profound insights into achieving financial abundance. To understand this, we must first recognize that abundance, like many other concepts, exists as an archetype within the collective unconscious. This archetype is not merely about material wealth, it encompasses a sense of fullness, prosperity, and limitless potential. Think of the archetype of abundance as a fertile ground within the collective unconscious. This ground is not inherently filled with money, but it possesses the potential for growth, expansion, and the manifestation of wealth. Just as a seed planted in fertile soil will flourish, so too can our financial aspirations thrive when connected to this archetype. However, accessing this archetype requires more than just wishing for wealth. Section 2: Shadow Work and Financial Freedom. Jung's concept of the shadow plays a crucial role in our financial well-being. Often, our financial struggles stem from unconscious patterns and behaviors rooted in our shadow selves. These patterns might include self-sabotage, fear of success, or a belief that we are undeserving of wealth. Imagine, for instance, a person who consistently sabotages their financial progress. They might overspend, make impulsive investments, or procrastinate on important financial tasks. These behaviors, while seemingly irrational, often stem from unconscious fears and beliefs residing in the shadow. Section 3: Synchronicity and Financial Opportunities. Jung's concept of synchronicity offers a fascinating perspective on attracting financial opportunities. While it might seem counterintuitive, Jung believed that by aligning ourselves with our true purpose and following our passions, we open ourselves to a flow of synchronicities that can lead to financial abundance. Imagine, for example, an aspiring entrepreneur who feels drawn to a particular business idea. As they pursue their passion, they might find themselves encountering a series of seemingly coincidental events that support their venture. These synchronicities, while appearing random, often occur when we are aligned with our true path. Section 4: The Alchemist's Approach to Wealth. Jung's interpretation of alchemy provides a metaphorical framework for understanding the process of creating financial abundance. Just as alchemists sought to transform base metals into gold, we too can engage in an inner alchemy, transforming our limiting beliefs and negative patterns into assets that attract wealth. This alchemical process begins with introspection, with examining our relationship with money. What are our beliefs about wealth? What are our fears and insecurities surrounding money? By honestly assessing our financial psychology, we identify the base metals that require transformation. The next stage involves actively challenging and reshaping these limiting beliefs. This might involve affirmations, visualizations, or other techniques that help us cultivate a more positive and abundant mindset. To harness the power of Jungian principles for financial abundance, you need to identify the archetypes influencing your financial life. These archetypes, often unconscious, shape your beliefs, behaviors, and ultimately, your financial reality. By bringing them to light, you can begin to shift your relationship with money. Start by reflecting on your financial habits and attitudes. Are you naturally frugal and disciplined, embodying the archetype of the provider? Or are you more inclined towards generosity and risk-taking, reflecting the archetype of the gambler? Perhaps you struggle with hoarding resources, embodying the archetype of the miser. Once you recognize your dominant financial archetypes, explore their positive and negative aspects. The provider, while responsible, might be overly cautious, missing opportunities. The gambler, though exciting, might need more stability. The shadow, harboring repressed aspects of ourselves, can impact our financial lives. Unacknowledged fears and past traumas can manifest as self-sabotaging financial behaviors. Consider the entrepreneur who faces setbacks despite their talent. Their shadow might hold a fear of success, stemming from a belief that wealth attracts misfortune. To break free, embark on a journey of self-discovery. Through journaling or therapy, you can heal and transform these patterns. Integrate your shadow to reclaim your power and make conscious financial choices.
This stoic practice is particularly effective in managing anxiety in our daily lives, where stress and worry can often feel overwhelming. Take a motionless moment is not merely about physical stillness, but a mental respite as well, where we disconnect from the chaos of our thoughts and the external world. By incorporating this practice into our routine, whether by dedicating a few minutes each day to a quiet space or engaging in activities free from distractions, we create moments of stillness. These motionless moments offer a break from constant mental stimulation, providing a rare opportunity to observe our thoughts and feelings without judgment. Aligning with Stoic beliefs, it emphasizes understanding and accepting what we can and cannot control. Regular engagement in this practice cultivates heightened awareness of our internal landscape, offering a tool to manage anxiety and navigate life's challenges with composure. In essence, Take a Motionless Moment is a powerful tool in the Stoic arsenal for combating anxiety. It teaches us the importance of pausing, reflecting, and reconnecting with the present moment. Through this practice, we learn to cultivate inner peace and resilience, essential qualities for managing anxiety and leading a more balanced, fulfilling life.